concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, and getting the first down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the read. He'll take it himself. Crosses the 45. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide out, trying to get it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game. And that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality. Running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Spartans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see. matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Going to swing it on second down. They're working that left side, and they reacted well to the completion. It's too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football and getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Wolverine! A great catch and run for 6.
job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker, turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Bringing the heat. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an act. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
You don't like it.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Final play of the quarter coming. On the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The snap sets up to throw. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one.
Pulls in the deep ball. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Not down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Out of the backfield, he's is open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working that left side now. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Tight end now in motion. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
After the run, now to throw. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that
lead. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride. Stop. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Using his feet, fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense is so lucky. That easy. In a massive turnover in the end zone, but Johnny on the spot, able to pounce on it, and the end result is what they were hoping for anyway. It's a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Back to throw. Time running short in the half. It's complete to the left.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability.
Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Military stun.
Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Wolverines. Call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Jukes his way for more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Spartans are on the move.
Good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to pound it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The screen, he can go.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer. and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He leaves it with the back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quick spin on the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Spartans are marching down the field. He's got it on the right. On the move is the 30. Turning it on. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On fourth down, going to the air. Unloads it left. Makes the grab outside. It's Brown. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. Nice move to keep running. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the right. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. As has been